Welcome, everybody, to another episode of That Range Lifer Show, sometimes about golf. Thank you for joining us. Please go down below and hit subscribe so, you can get us in your part of your algorithm here on YouTube. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notified every time we post one of our wonderful videos. And hey, while you're down there, just hit the like button. Just get it over with. Do it. Help us out. We really appreciate it. Those likes are how we hit speed slots, like the one we hit after we hit 1,000 subscribers. Like just went. Whoosh.
It's true, man. Yeah, it gets it. It's really, it's the people that gets us in front of other eyeballs.
It really is.
Honestly,
couldn't do this without you guys and that whole thing that YouTubers always say.
It's true. Is that what they say?
They all say
I don't watch nearly enough YouTubers. I should probably do like some kind of research or something on other YouTubers. I don't watch other than Ryan Lent. I really don't watch any of it.
Yeah, I hear you. And I have like a rotation of 5 or 6 or so. And then like the skateboarding guys. But that's like,
right.
I'm not watching TV and shows and stuff anymore. I forgot who I was talking to recently. And I go, I'm just, it's not that I don't want to. It's like, my brain can't tick into wanting to consume something. And it's like, I want that void filled in my life.
Right.
But I just don't want to think and consume things.
Interesting. You still haven't done Andor, I take it then.
I watched one episode and there was nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly good. I just thought the other day, I'm like, oh, that's right. I was watching Andor. I need to get back to that.
Yeah. I've gotten, if we have time tonight, I've gotten caught up thanks to some people on TikTok and my pal Marco on Instagram, along with episode 1 and episode 2 rewatch. I have, I think, the plot of how the Empire became the Empire.
Well, I think we need to dedicate an episode to that personally.
That's one of the activities that I checked off the box during my quarantine.
So speaking of that, hey, we both got COVID. What do you know? We had a lot of plans, things we were going to do.
Separately. Yeah. It wasn't even like we went and did the same thing or you gave it to me or I gave it to you. Like we individually.
I think I gave it to you through the phone. Obviously, that's how it works. Yeah.
Science.
No, 100%. I had a super spreader event and
right.
It's tough.
It wasn't the bar that I went to with my kids to celebrate my son's 21st birthday or the beercade that my son and I went to that same night to play a bunch of. The beercade is the best. I got to get you and Adam and Frank and Riv. All you guys got to come down. We got to hit the beercade, man. It's a blast. So great.
I don't know which one. But yeah, the beer
headquarters HQ in my neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah. It's those are good times. Yeah, mine. I don't know how much I want to say due to who consumes this channel, but let's just say when I don't. It's like you go out you go traveling, you go to the bar, whatever. It's like you're accepting some risk.
100%. I for sure.
When
I also went and saw Dear Evan Hansen too that night. Same night. So,
right. So you're going out into the world, you're running into it, but when it's, it's let's just say when you run into a situation where, no different than ourselves, where it's like, I don't know, man, I'm on day 5, but like, I don't know. People what do you want to do? Okay. There's a social discussion that takes place and kind of agreeing like, well, we know we're not 100%. Why take chances, etc.
Right.
Given the current health climate of the world right now, and I'll tell you this: we've been making light of it on this show. We are going back to like the end of summer in this house, one virus to the next, just rolling through the house.
No doubt, man. You guys have been hit hard,
and we're not alone. I mean, everybody, like RSV's in the schools this year. 2 different flus are in the school. COVID is just coming around. Strep A is back.
Yeah. Yeah.
with a vengeance. People like are,
Right.
and I guess like in England, a ton of people died from it. So
Jesus.
there's that, and then neurovirus. Have you ever had neurovirus?
No.
It is like a 24-hour-ish stomach bug where you will explode out of every orifice in your body. It is miserable. And of course,
sounds awful.
There was like, oh, maybe Liam has norovirus. He did not.
Yeah.
But I mean, just rolling through. Thank God we hit winter break, so we'll at least have like a 2-week window in our house where kids aren't getting something, and it's brutal. So we were supposed to get together. Yeah, I'm like, hey, got COVID, and I'm trying to think of the timeline now. No, you made it through that. I said, look,
I did, yeah.
I'll be on like day 6, and the technicalities, but what are we comfortable with? And okay, cool, I'm good. We're not going to get together. So that was supposed to be on a Wednesday. I believe it was that Thursday after the Wednesday we did not meet. You came down with it.
Yeah, well, I tested for it. Yeah.
Right. Fair. Yeah, right.
But I was already feeling symptoms. I was already symptomatic, which was weird because I think we talked about it, like, oh, hey, I got a cold. And that's what I thought it was. It felt like a cold. Mm-hmm. And then I was just like, well, I should. My wife was fine, perfectly healthy. Like, well, I should probably test. So I tested. Sure enough, I was positive. And if there was anything to remove any doubt that I had it, I've lost my sense of smell and taste. So this bourbon. So here's a weird. So this bourbon.
That's my next question. Still gone. Yeah.
Well, I hadn't had anything for a while. But what happens is, when you can't, I can smell like some real weird things. Like if I put a candle up into my face, I can smell the candle. Right.
Which is one of your favorite pastimes.
It is true. It's But from where it comes from a taste perspective, I still have zero taste on anything. But what happens when you lose the sense of taste is that everything becomes like a sensation or a texture, right? Everything's about texture and sensation. So I can still drink this bourbon without tasting it, which sucks. I do love the taste of bourbon. But I can still get the sensation of like the burn.
I say that throat burn.
Yeah. Like the peppery kind of thing. And that's what you learn to appreciate. So like my wife, God bless her, she went out to the grocery store today and she bought some things that she thought would be good texture food. That's where we are now. Like she's buying things. We're trying to think of stuff to eat where the texture will be nice because that's all I got. It's a bizarre.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, man. It is bizarre. I made the joke when we were texting back and forth about it that there are only three, essentially. Well, I guess this is the fourth now. I found a fourth drink, but there's cold drink with bubbles, hot drink, and this drink, like spicy drink.
Oh, you forget room temperature drink.
Who's drinking room temperature stuff?
I mean, when you need a little more variety to add in, because hey, whoa, room temperature. But that's
really like I'll have. But the nice thing is that I can have a glass of bourbon or a cup of tea or something and still get the effects of it, which I guess is nice. But otherwise, we were talking about dinners and stuff, and I'm like, I don't do whatever you want. Like, I don't care.
Like everything's either like rubber porridge.
It's got
or crunchy.
Nothing has any taste. Yeah. I thought for a second today, this is the other thing that happens when you can't smell or taste things, especially taste, I feel like. Your brain might start to gaslight you a little bit. Like, wait, can I taste this?
Oh,
or am I imagining what chocolate tastes like? I had a piece of chocolate chip banana bread and I was like, oh, wait, I think I can taste the chocolate. But then tonight, since I thought I could taste chocolate, I had some ice cream with chocolate chunks in it. Nothing. It was just cold food. It's wild.
I mean,
it is wild.
Do you have, does it almost feel like it's not your tongue in you? Like, I feel like in a way it'd be like, it'd be like you have a dead tongue and like I'd bite it. But it's not numb. Yeah, like it's not. Yeah.
Right. It's not a numbness necessarily. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I don't know. if anyone else out there has lost their sense of taste and can describe it,
comment down below.
Comment below, because it's really strange. And the other thing too, I guess during the height of the pandemic, right, when more people were getting it, and this sense of this loss of taste was happening, like people with like eating disorders, like it triggered that eating disorder, which I totally get now, because I'm only eating because I need to eat. Like I'm not eating for like when food doesn't have flavor, it's not fun to eat. So like you won't eat.
Yeah.
You just don't eat, because what's the point of it? So I can totally see how that could happen if if you're bulimic or something, or anorexic, I should say, you just don't eat.
That's a dark note we brought on the show.
It's the most wild thing I've ever. It's just so weird. And you made the joke too, like, hey, look at me, I'm drinking water now, right? But like, no, I can drink water, but water still tastes like nothing.
Yeah,
but water has a taste.
Yeah.
Normally. But now nothing tastes like anything. I can't even describe, like, how do you describe when nothing tastes like anything? It doesn't taste like anything. It's just you're chewing something in your mouth. Like you have like right now, the way your mouth tastes with nothing in it, that's what it tastes like, except you're eating food and your brain is like, what is happening right now?
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's not even happening to me.
It's so weird. Anyways, yeah. So that's still happening. Otherwise, obviously I feel fine. I'm over it. But yeah, the lingering effects of no scent or taste.
I will tell you, I've been negative for 2 weeks now, 10 days. I don't know, something like that. And I still will get like, man, someone just poured cement in my nasal passage and like,
oh really? See, yeah, I don't,
and it's not like runny. It's not runny. It's just like solid.
Yeah. I haven't, I guess there's still some leftover, probably because I'm not talking very much, because I'm sitting in this room, like just sitting here. That's the other thing. I flipped the room. That was what I was going to get to. That's why I took the desk and moved it over here, and took the couch and put it over there. And so that's why you're getting the new angle. I hung up one of the Pearl Jam posters there over my shoulder.
I'm going to comment. I do like it. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's so good. So the other one I had, the Eddie Vedder one, I got a frame for that thing, and my wife, what was that, 3 of my wives already?
I have one. Busy. I have one to drop as well. With part of this,
but she said when she saw it framed, she saw the Eddie Vedder poster frame. She's like, that one should come into the living room because it looks so good.
It's official. She's a keeper.
That one's going in the living room, and I have 2 more posters that will go up on this wall. So there's still some work being done. I have to wait for the frames to come in, and then. Yeah, but this quarantine probably cost me like $1,000.
That's not too bad.
I'll bet
for you.
Because I ordered an arm for my monitor. I ordered a new lamp that's over here. Ordered some frames.
I can't think of in my life a worse person to have to quarantine. Like the idle hands, alone.
It's tough.
Like
man.
Alone with your thoughts.
Yeah. I can tell you we have a new opening for the show coming in 2023.
Okay, cool.
I made that.
I'm genuinely surprised I'm not in more trouble for something.
No, I mean, I wrote a review. That's something.
I'm surprised I'm not in trouble. Like I said, I'm surprised I'm not in trouble. Like surely when you're sitting around with nowhere to go, nothing to do, I would assume I'm crossing the list.
I forgot to mention this before the show starts. I'll do it now. So last night we had a total like text communication disconnect. So when I said you should do the show from there, I meant you and I do a show. You are there, I am here. And then when you started saying like with Riv or these guys, I'm trying to think of topics, like it went right over my head. It didn't occur to me until this morning when you sent the text, and I'm like, oh no, that's why. That was the other thing too. Like I fell asleep last night.
I was going to say that's not like us. But I feel like that's very like us. We like.
Plus, we hadn't talked in a while. Like we didn't do a show, and it's like I just feel like we were just kind of disconnected a little bit. But then, yeah. So this morning, I was like, "Oh my god, he thought I meant for you to do a show with those guys there." When that was not.
Well, and then when I'm like, none of them were interested at 7:40 in the morning. Whenever I texted you,
yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's when it occurred to me how like far apart we were in our. thought process there.
Well, we're back.
I think it was more like I was more, well, I won't go into that, but there, the video that you were working on and stuff, like I was more in that mode or whatever. I didn't even think about the other conversation or anything. It was just like,
what are you going to do? No harm, no foul, right?
Yeah. I mean, whatever, we're here and the show's going to be out tomorrow, probably.
It's good to see and talk to you again, though. I feel, and I told you, like, I don't know how much we talk about. I mean, I don't know. People follow the social medias. Josh and me and I were at the 70 working on some stuff last night.
Yeah.
And I asked you, I go, hey, should I do anything? Like if I'm going all the way out to good old Sycamore, Illinois, like
I was going to say, the answer is always yes. If you're going to, if you're anywhere with a camera, especially with Riv and you have a cameraman, do something.
That's the way I felt.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, but what, why, what, who am I? Who cares? And I'll tell you what, flying solo, I obviously have no idea how good any of it's going to come out.
I haven't watched any of it yet. I just got done downloading it.
I was so uncomfortable. And like,
who knew that I was like your safety, like your security blanket?
I mean, it's Lennon and McCartney, bro. Right? But it's like, it's like, I know how to.
It's not Liam and Noel. You're not going to go Liam and Noel. You're going to go Lennon. Which one's Lennon? Which one's McCartney? I want to know.
Oh, that's a good question.
I think I should be Lennon.
That's actually, it's probably about right.
That is about right.
I feel like we could just spend the rest of the show like expanding on that joke and be like, hey, thanks for this episode. But I was so like, I don't know. Aside
just
from
out of sorts a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Aside from what's in the box, or even just to be like, hey, that's not good, or yeah, here's an idea, or whatever. Or I don't know. Like, I don't know how this works for you, but it's like knowing you don't have to carry the whole thing.
Oh, for sure.
Well, loosens you up,
sure.
and then you can carry
or
the whole
even
thing.
And I think even like you did the one show, the fitting by yourself, but I was still kind of there, and we would still bounce stuff off each other. Right? There's always that kind of dynamic.
So yeah,
that's the Lennon McCartney thing.
Not having that, and like basic intro stuff, we do enough of them. We're like, hey, cool, doing this thing, whatever, let's go. I think it took me 3-4 times where I was like, oh shit, it's terrible, I gotta do it again, start over.
Well, that's the other thing too, right? Like we talk about this really broke into just a really self-obsessed show here, but we do that to ourselves even with unboxings. Like, here's an unboxing and it was brutal or whatever, what I mean? Like we're not happy with the stuff. So if the other person isn't there to be like, no, it's good. And like move on, then you do a stupid intro 4 times.
I just couldn't think what I wanted to say.
Poor Riv, he gets us like at our worst, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like
I will say,
how many times Riv has said like, no, it's fine. I'm like, nope, we're doing it again. We're doing it again.
Right. Yeah, so we'll see. It was fun. The gear we looked at was cool. Lot of good things. Jason was sick, so it was just, he too was hit with all this stuff. So it was Jay and Kevin, and they were a great time as always. But it's just say what you will about the two of us, and whatever we gripe about complaining, it's like it works. It works.
Someone commented today. It was one of the nicest comments. God bless him. On our match with the Tourette stuff from last year, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't do any matchup videos this year. Whoops.
Yeah, no, but they the guy had said something to the effect of he's watched it 20 times and he loves our chemistry. So there you go.
That's the last thing we need, because no matter how broken we are, we'll be like, no, but we have chemistry. We're like both.
It was really such a nice comment, though. We still got to do that. I know Frank's waiting for the comment show. The other thing too, during my lockdown, was I did the I did the intro, the new intro for the show that'll come out. I did a bunch of work for a couple of segments, which you already know about. I'm pointing at the screen here. I should be pointing over here. And then I started thinking about kind of and you're going to hate this because you don't like this kind of thing, but I do. Kind of a rhythm to the production of the episode. So I already have ideas for when we're going to do X, when we're going to do Y, when we're going to do a comment show. That was my point, is that I already have, beginning January 1st, 2023, all the comments that we've already kind of talked about and tracked and everything don't count. January 1st, 2023, where you and I separately will begin tracking comments. And I think we should do 2 comment shows. We should do a June and a December comment show.
I have so many things I would like to reply with here where I'm like, all right, listen, Control McEwen, take it easy. I don't disagree with a lot of what you're saying, but I also know where you go.
William, it's time that we evolved. It's time that we matured.
Which I agree with.
Right.
And I'm fine with.
This is going to be me pushing you into that space.
Why? I don't need to be pushed. You're telling me we don't have to... The Google Doc and being like,
oh, the Google Doc, well, the run sheet, the set list, whatever you want to call it, is always going to be there.
Like, well,
no, it's always going to be there, but I want to have a little more structure around it. That's all.
When you start treating me like you're my boss and this is my full-time job, that's when I start.
I would never do that, but I will tell you that we got to get the other thing we really want to do. I really want to do. I know you want to do this too. You got a bunch of equipment. In the garage. We gotta go. We gotta test that stuff.
Dive into the arc.
People are asking for this stuff, man. They are quite literally. They like how we test things. They like how we entertain them while we test things.
Hey,
you have to test.
Listen,
things.
Remember we've been saying we're gonna do what's in the bags for 3 years now, and
that's the other thing. Yeah,
I tried to do them like multiple times last year, and you're like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that is a bold-faced lie. I would never say that.
Mount Prospect.
I would never say what when we're playing golf.
Oh, we said we'll do it after.
That never works. You should know that. You should know better.
All right. Fine.
I can't even stay for a drink most of the time. I usually got to get home for whatever reason. But
I respect that. I respect that. I know how that works.
Anyways, or we have to have like a plan.
We should just do our what's in the bag, sitting in the lawn chairs in the garage. Like, this is the right venue.
Yeah, you're not wrong. People don't even care about the venue. They like that venue, and all they really want to know is it's wild. I don't understand it, but people have multiple people have asked for us to do a what's in the bag. So we're going to do one 2023, January 2023. We have nothing else to talk about. Look at us. We're talking about nonsense right now. We're going to do a what's in the bag.
To this point,
we should do 2 of those. We should do one before the season, and we should do one at the end of the season, because our stuff, your stuff changes for sure.
Not too crazy, but yeah.
But it does. I mean, think about the putter that you started 2022 with and the putter that you ended 2022 with.
Yeah, I started a lot of years with one putter. Well,
yeah.
I want to say
that's a big deal. That's the thing too. But
I'm not fully committed to that one.
Yeah, I bet you play it next year.
I don't know. There'll be a blog coming out January 2nd. That may say otherwise. Where I was right. So one of the things I want to point out, given this conversation we're having and now, if you notice, we tend, so stuff gets queued up, and we're usually a couple weeks ahead, and whether it's a website, maybe on the channel. If you, the audience, notice a slow period, whether it's nothing and or not super high quality content in the coming weeks, now you know why. We just got hit with streaks of flus and quarantines.
We've been sick.
Yeah. So, and I'll tell you what, people can say what they want. Like, I don't think I've had like COVID fog super bad, but I've definitely had that, like, now my brain's not firing on all cylinders, and I'm just like, sit down to write something. I mean, I've been writing, I've been close to 10 years now writing golf internet stuff. I can quote unquote do it in my sleep in my voice.
Right.
I'm like, what? I don't know how to do this. It is.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping like that's it's coming back so I can, give the people what they want.
Right. Yeah. God damn, man.
But
let's go. But yeah, we're gonna do.
You don't say one word to me about what to go with the writing. And then today, you should create a template or something like. Oh, you mean the 30 templates I have?
Yeah, but did you share that ever with me? Did you share that with me before?
I'm sure I have. Like when you wrote that Bridgestone ball review many moons ago.
See, I feel like we had the exact same conversation that we had today.
No.
About the exact same
wouldn't
thing.
You just go to the driverangeheroes.com and go, let me see a ball
No,
review?
because no.
Which, by the way, I want to go on record. No. I may have a template. I am more than happy with you to not do the template. I just need it for SEO purposes. Just make it so it's a certain way.
Okay.
It's not like
I would prefer not to use a template because that's not my voice.
Right. I don't care.
And it's to me, it's it's like I don't give you a template, Bill.
It sounds like you're going to in 2023, but
it's our template.
All right. No, I have no problem with you not using a template. None whatsoever. But
all right, cool. I just don't want to. I don't want to put additional work on. Like it's the thing around how you don't want to put extra work on me when you do a video,
right? I got you.
But the other way around, right? I don't want you to
listen.
If you're going to do something, then just if you're going to go and categorize what I write and totally change how it feels, at least then I can skip the part where I write from my heart.
I copied and paste what I did with it at the bottom of it. If you would like to go take this episode, if you'd like to see what I did, I mean, it's just really taking things and shuffling it around, not like writing it.
I get it because I told you what I did, right? I mean, I literally
don't show too much of the secrets.
Fair.
But yeah, so I'm more than good. You don't need to stick with the template for that reason. Okay. It's nice to have it. I mean, there might be something like, hey, this is one. Can you just stick to the template? But
yeah, fair.
Like for golf,
you heard it here first, folks. Bill said not to use a template. So when you read stuff I write, it's me. It's not him.
Or is it?
God, this is quite the second to last show. We just did one of the. This is what happens when, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when Bill and I don't talk to each other for like 3 weeks.
No, not sorry.
We go completely off set list, and this is what you get.
So, one of the things, the garage archive and the gear inside of it. I can't remember. It's before COVID, after COVID at this point. But like. The thrift club hunting now is just like the weird, cool stuff. And I almost feel like next year, for every one round I play, like with my clubs,
yeah,
I want to play 3 with some weird set makeup out of the garage.
Of course you do. Right.
Wasn't paying attention.
You play like 8 rounds a year.
I do not. I play more than 8 rounds a year.
12. You play 12. How many rounds of golf you play this year? Less than 30.
I could see it being it's somewhere in the 20 to 30 range. Not 30. Yeah. I didn't hit 30. I'll tell you that. No I know way. I didn't. Counting winter rounds and I don't know, maybe the 9-hole rounds. I could flirt with it, but
yeah, maybe.
I feel between
now the 9-hole rounds from now on are going to be work for you. I hate to tell you.
Here he goes. I don't want to give you a template, but anyway.
Don't act like you don't love making that stuff. Shut up.
I found out making the rounds, and I'm like, man, I found some pretty cool stuff at one place. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm just sort of like, I don't want to say I'm just blindly grabbing anything, but I find a driver, and I go, these things are sick. And I posted on Instagram a fake Cobra, a king snake. I mean,
it's like a knockoff.
Right. In the 90s, in the 80s and 90s, like knockoff clubs were a primary business. And it wasn't like China knockoff.
Oh my God, yeah. No, it was, yeah, right.
It was
right.
there was a golf shop in Glen Ellen that for years that sold knockoff brands. So you don't want Ping Zings, you get a like Pin Sing.
Right. Did I tell you the story about the first time I went to buy my first set of irons as a golfer? There were the Nike SQ irons, and I brought in my set that I bought off a friend for like $100 or something, and I trade him in. I'm like, what are these worth? And he's like, well, these are all knockoffs, so they're worth nothing. Like, damn it.
I would say
I had no idea.
They're worth what the recycling place will give you, but that's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so, yeah, I mean, they're probably the King Snake was probably something you bought at a little golf shop at Pickwick Place in Glen Ellen in 1996. Yeah. But like in my eye, I'm like, oh, cool. And then I loved that era of Cobra stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it was Tigers playing in the Master. I don't know why. So I was like, yeah, $1.50. I'll take this. Go like put it in my car. I got this cool Callaway Steelhead 3-wood again from like my golden years of being a kid, and like I'd never get this stuff. A cool wedge, cool putter. Oh, I got my zebra putter. I was so excited about my original zebra putter.
Fun. Yeah.
And cool. So it was a nice little stop. And then I go, it's a King Snake. Shit. So my question to you is, what are we going to do with the fake Cobra driver? I don't think you have to answer. Maybe people leave a comment below, but I want you to think about that.
We're open to recommendations.
In my head,
I would say
I have a real one from that time and the copy now.
Yeah, it's a head to head. You got to do it. We got to do a head to head.
Which head to head, they're probably going to hit them both terrible. But
hey, we got to do a head to head for sure.
And I was thinking about like the concept, like, well, wait, who wants like? It's irrelevant. No one cares. Like, wait, it's not the point of it's relevant. The point is two idiots.
It's just fun.
Right.
We just have it. You just have it. So you do it. Yeah, that's easy. Well, if anyone else has any other ideas, throw them in the comments. But I'm telling you, we're doing a head-to-head for sure. We're going to go to like – the real fun of it is that we're going to take these relatively old, archaic clubs to like this modern-day, high technology simulator to get our numbers on, because you've got to get numbers on them.
Even better.
And then you got to write a whole thing. Here's what you do. I want you – to write the most serious. I want you to write the most serious head-to-head breakdown review as if it is 1996.
I like
of
that.
The fake and the real Cobra drivers.
I think I write. Would you call that satirical though? Kinda.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like every now and then I sneak in satirical tone into the site, but fairly regularly, and I wonder, I'm like, how many people are reading this going, oh, he's dead serious on this. His take is terrible. It's like, no shit it is.
I bet you it's 50-50. Bet you it's 50-50.
Yeah, probably. I like that idea, though. Maybe that's it. So leave a comment below if you think we should.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun just to I don't want to give away this. I don't want just like you didn't want me to give away the secret ingredients of my process.
I got you.
I don't want to give away this.
Let's just put it this way. There's a lot in the archives to do some fun shit with.
Exactly. Right.
Oh man.
You got stuff.
There's one set of woods, of specifically. I'm like, oh my God.
Those are super exciting.
And I found out from texting a buddy that I found the 3-wood. He's like, they made wedges. The same concept.
Oh man.
So I got to find those wedges. I was going to ask you about the match. You were going to ask about the match, and I was going to ask you about PNC. Who cares? It happened.
I didn't watch either. I think I watched. Here's the thing about the PNC thing. Clearly, I don't know about anyone else, but I am there to watch two golfers, one father and son duo, and none of the other ones. So I don't want to see Vijay Singh's kid hit a golf ball. I don't have any interest in it. I don't want to see JT's dad hit a golf ball. I have no interest in that whatsoever.
Can we agree though that as much as we were talking about the Charlie Woods, think, okay, we get it, Charlie Woods, let him be a kid. We said all that.
Yeah.
Thank God he did come along though, so we could stop with the JT's dad's a PGA pro. Like, oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too, is that I immediately, as soon as I heard Gary Koch's voice, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah.
You're brutal. I can't do it. I'm out. Forget it.
See,
So, I watched a couple of shots.
I wanted to watch the match, and I wanted to watch the PNC a little bit. I just didn't. And it goes, I think, to like I say, and I'm not watching any shows. I just forgot. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Well, the match night was COVID night for me. That was the night I went out and got myself some of that COVID.
Oh. You chose wisely.
I decided to live life. It doesn't seem like anything interesting at all happened.
No.
Like anything. It was just like, I think maybe the match is kind of over.
Yeah. Just throw it on Golf Channel. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's our hot take.
It'll be interesting to see how much golf I watch next year.
Oh, welcome. It's a good place to be in.
It'll be what's going to end up happening. I can tell you this right now is that I'll get back into the habit. I love coffee golf, right? So you wake up in the morning, you turn on Golf Channel, and they've got some, European Tour golf on, and that's what I'll watch, because you just you have your coffee, you wake up, kind of and.
But I feel
watch
like
a little golf and start your day.
The whole live debacle almost is like borderline decimated the entertainment value of the European Tour. It sucked.
Maybe. Well, but I don't watch it. I don't watch it necessarily for like great golf shots. I just watch it because it's golf.
I keep saying.
I'll be honest with you.
I think we need to pick a pro and lean in like we're this guy's show. We're this guy's show, and track like almost like we're tracking them. And I think given our sub 70 allegiance and alliance, all that, I think we should be a Zach Fisher show. So maybe that'll be my golf consumption next year. It's like, watch wherever Zach Fisher's playing on what. Do we have
to ask Ryan French for permission to do that, or no? I don't know if he's he owns that whole vibe.
No, he has a wider swath. We're still just picking one guy.
Okay, because I got a guy too. I can't remember his name right now, so it's probably not a great guy. But I think I actually at one point I put him in the notes, and I think I've deleted him since then. But
probably even better to have that guy then.
Yeah, do I have his name in here? No, I don't. But yeah, I got a guy other than Will Zalatoris, right? That's the
absolutely.
I guess that's Mark's guy, but whatever.
That's Mark's. I know, man. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. It's good to do a show. Look forward to.
It is good to do a show. I agree. We got one more left this year.
I think in theory this would have been our Christmas show, but I don't know about you. What is time? Where are we? Groundhog's Day. So,
I don't know. Next week, do we need to do like a? Good Lord, what happened this year? So far since we went through a lot. I feel like we did a lot this year. I don't know.
Yeah. I always feel like the year in review seems appropriate, and then the thought of like doing one, I'm like, never mind, I'm over it. I'm not doing a year in review.
Yeah, that's something for myself. Next year, capturing some of the stuff for a year-end review, so that I don't have to, because I'm not going to go back and like watch our episodes or any nonsense like that. I want to have it, you know what I mean, like ready to go. So we'll see if I can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, after seeing what Kevin did, how can I not put something together? I mean, come on.
So 5 shows in a row. Let's use this to end our show.
Okay. 5
shows in a row. Bring up Kevin. Kevin,
assistant to the regional manager of what did he give us? He gave himself a title.
I don't know. I don't care right now. Kevin's
about to get the full wrath of William Bush.
You have made some great contributions as a follower of this show. You are very funny and you are a talented individual. You also have won an extensive amount of golf stuff for $0. And you're local. so that we can even make it into more of a thing for you.
Right.
Reply to the goddamn email, please. I am getting hit up by people in the biz, like all these hot shot guys, because we're big.
Right. They want to give the stuff away,
hey,
right?
Don't I owe you
yeah,
some Fujikura swag and a shaft of that guy's choice? I go, you do. Hey, don't I owe you a pair of True Linkswear golf shoes for that contest? I'm like, yeah, you'd think, wouldn't you? Come on, Kevin. Do you have anything to say on that? Or is this, I feel like this is more
I think you put it pretty well. I think,
like parents,
if we don't hear from them, then we'll just order stuff in like our size and be like, oh, hope it fits Kevin. If it doesn't, it's ours.
Done. I feel like it's, we just had the parents, like one parent's yelling at the kid and the other parent's like, and so then they go to the other parent. Are you going to say anything? So Kevin, reply to the email and please give us those things and we will get a conversation going back and forth so we can get you your prizes. All right.
There you go.
All right, Kris, it's good to be back. We got to do.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too.
I forgot how much effort a show was.
Tons. We have to, by the way, we do have to figure out logistics for the next show. I got plans.
That sounds like you need to figure out logistics for the next show.
Oh yeah, okay. Anyway, that Rage Life show. Sometimes
I got all kinds of new room. I got all kinds of room deck here now. I got all kinds of room for activities behind me. So
I'll come out to your house next week for this.
Perhaps we will. Perhaps you will.
Ooh, I love it. Love it.
I have other logistical plans as well. You won't be surprised that I've been working on. So
shocking.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do it. That Range Life show, Sometimes About Golf, at Kris McEwen, at Range Heroes. Go to driverangeheroes.com. Follow the channel. We got stuff to watch. Go to the website. We got stuff to read. Catch up on things. We're back. We'll give us a few episodes. We'll be back on our game. Oh, and tell a friend. Forgot to say, tell a friend.
Oh, God, yeah. Tell a friend. Tell two friends. It's Christmas.
Tell two friends. It's
tell two friends.
Time to give. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.